For many, securing a pupillage feels like a truly remote possibility. So to help, I've brought together those who've been there and done it, the great and the good of the bar, and I've asked them to share their insights and their wisdom. I'm Barrister Daniel Barnett, I'm an employment practitioner at Outer Temple Chambers, and I'm the presenter of the Legal Hour on LBC Radio, and this is my guide to making the seemingly impossible possible with top tips for getting a pupillage. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe for explainer videos on all aspects of UK law.
Do advocacy competitions, whether it's mooting, debating, or alternatively doing pro bono work, and keep doing it to the highest level possible. It looks impressive and it actually improves your skills for being a barrister.
Know your reader. So know that the person reading this has given up their time. They're not paid any more money to do recruitment for chambers. Keeping it short and snappy for them is key.
Be rigorous in your planning. It's a horrible process and you need to plan it out really carefully.
I've made probably about 200 applications in the 2.5 years it took me from leaving bar school to getting pupillage. I know very few people get through on their first round, and certainly very few of people known to me have. If you don't get through on your first occasion, it doesn't mean that you won't succeed.
I would say make sure you're doing something that really sets you apart, that shows your commitment to your particular area of interest.
My top tip is to have what I describe as a personal development plan, which is a big grand phrase for working out what it is that you want to be able to present yourself as in interview or on paper, and then just figuring out what you need to do to actually get to that position. And that will only have really two elements to it. One is you'll tick all the essential boxes: advocacy, problem solving, self-motivated, etc. And the second, probably more importantly perhaps, is that you have something that really makes you stand out.
My first top tip would be do your research so you know the chambers that you're applying to. Think about the area of law that they actually practice in, and make sure that you know that you're applying to someone that you are genuinely interested in.
Firstly, look at what the junior members of your dream set have done before accessing the bar, and to almost copy or mirror their CV, because actually it's a good indication of what a Chambers is looking for, not only that Chambers but also the type of Chambers you're likely to be applying for. And
my second top tip, trying to get two in for the price of one, is to be flexible about your location. Don't just think about London, don't just think about Manchester or wherever you may be. Be flexible about where you want to move to, because there's a lot of good chambers in different parts of the country.
A lot of pupillage candidates overlook is the fact that barristers' chambers are a business, and when you apply for pupillage you need to think like a business, and you need to think about the commercial imperatives that bear on a barrister's chambers, and how you are going to bring something to the table as a member of those chambers.
Be able to evidence intellect, advocacy and interest in the area of law that your chambers does. That's what has to be on your form.
Don't restrict yourself to one type of law or one very small pool of chambers. There are lots of opportunities out there.
Moot, debate, public speak every chance you get, and put that on your application.
However many times you read your pupillage application, read it one more time, because you do get blind to typographical errors.
Keep trying, and if you are rejected, perhaps in your first year or even your second year of applications, keep building your CV and keep going. You'll get there eventually if you want to.
I would say it is to persevere, but when you're persevering, to have a dose of realism.
No one said it would be easy, but I hope that might make things a little bit easier. And it sounds like a combination of a thick skin and a thick CV are in order. If you found that helpful, you might like to watch the other videos in this series: top tips for interviews, pet hates on applications, and the things pupil barristers wish that they'd done differently. I'm Daniel Barnett. Thank you to all those who shared their insights, and thank you to you for watching. Bye bye.